people, file on in. I hope you can hear me. I've got you plugged into my car. We just did a show on the main channel. The channel's youtube.com/the fantasy football show. Now we're on the Dynasty channel, and I'm hoping you all can hear me. If you guys can let me know how the audio levels are. I'm in my car now because my phone was at 5%. We got some pizza pie over here. Your boy did a whole show on the main channel. We did fantasy football polls from a redraft perspective. Now we're doing fantasy football polls from a dynasty perspective. I don't know that I'll be here long, though. I'll just say that. So file on in. I'm going to start the first poll right now, and I'm going to say, who would you rather have? Would you rather have, and these are all dynasty PPR. Would you rather have Harrison Jr. or would you rather have Jahmyr Gibbs? Which I was asked this question earlier on the main channel, and I think it's a great question because a lot of people will say my name. We're on the main channel. Somebody's like, say my name and I'll subscribe. Like we're on TikTok. Are we on TikTok? Is this TikTok? Shout me out. What's up, the big red machine? Sick Nasty in the building. Jeff in the building. Carrie in the building. The poll is up. The poll is up, and we've got an early lead. Jahmyr Gibbs, 71% over 29%. Marvin Harrison Jr., Dynasty PPR. So we got Carrie and Sick Nasty liking the longevity side of the wide receiver, which I do not blame you at all. And then, but we still only have 25% of the Marvin Harrison vote. You guys are literally a big portion of that vote. Gibbs is getting drafted higher in a dynasty startup, but to show that, like, maybe you would draft Gibbs over him, but would you, if you had the 1.1, would you give it up for Gibbs? And of course, your roster would matter, right? Here's this guy. He's still looking for a bar. He's still looking for a bar. He didn't find it. He's getting back on his motorcycle. He did not find a bar. Poor guy. He parked like downtown looking for a bar. He doesn't know he's in Phoenix. Phoenix closes at like 9:30 p.m. This is not New York, unfortunately. Keep an eye. I had to come to the pizza place by 10. It's 11 o'clock, 11:01 my time. I had to get here at 9:50 to get my slice of pizza because they close at 10. Careful out there, Smitty. Don't you worry about me, pal, and I appreciate you, though. Keep an eye out on him, Smitty. He's getting on his motorcycle now. He's like, I'm out of here. He's got overalls, a bicycle, or a motorcycle helmet. He's looking for a bar next to a bunch of restaurants. I think you do know where to find the bar is code for maybe. Redraft is even more dynasty wide receivers last longer, especially in... I agree with you. I either got allergies or the damn kids got us sick again. I've been like staving it off. Like whenever there's been a cold that's hit the house the last like couple months, I'm barely getting it, and then I fend it off. But the fact that I haven't like fully got anything, I just kind of get sick. I think that's why I keep kind of getting a little bit sick each time. Is my body's like, okay, this is the time you're gonna get sick. Like the live stream, 25 of you in here, only 8 thumbs up. All right, we're getting close to the end of the poll here. We're going to stop at about 20 votes. We got 17 votes. We only got 9 thumbs up, 9 thumbs up. 34 people watching, only 9 thumbs up. Hit the 3 dots or whatever, and you should be able to find the like button. We've got 47-53. Gibbs is winning. This is a tough one for me because I literally waver on this. I literally feel like I could go either direction, and I do understand and very much promote the point of longevity for the wide receivers. I think it's a really, really good point. It's something that I totally agree with for in a big sense. If I'm in a dynasty league I believe is going to last a long time, I will take Marvin Harrison Jr. probably. But if it's not something that I'm very comfortable with in terms of knowing how long the league will last, I don't really know all the players, all the owners involved. I got brought in by a buddy, and I don't know how long it's going to go. I'm going to go Gibbs. But it really just depends. CD and Amon Ra, I'll ask that one next, okay? Daniels. Okay. I was worried someone's going to back into me. Okay, 55 Gibbs. I'm going to end the poll. 20 votes, 55% Gibbs. Okay. Next poll, what did we say it was going to be? Damn it, what was the question? Amon Ra and who? CD. All right, start a poll. PPR, Dynasty, CD. Oh, I wrote it in the wrong place. CD and Amon. There we go. There we go. Good buddies. Vote. One vote is in. CD's the winning man of the hour. 50-50 now. 60-40. Yeah, that was only one vote apart, but I didn't want to linger on it too long. It's okay if they tie or they're close. We don't have to come up with a definitive winner. I like that it's kind of close, jumping back and forth. We need to do like a ranking video, like a ranking show, and compile rankings and do like King of the Mountain on here and do something. I think that would be fun. CD ceiling for me. Amon Ross winning 57-43. 14 votes are in. 19 thumbs up on the live stream. 30 people watching. 15 votes. Okay. Sick Nasty Sun God. Carrie says CD. I guess my argument in favor of the people saying give me Sun God is Dak Prescott is not going to get extended. And McCarthy's not going to get extended. Jerry Jones is literally telling us, telegraphing that if McCarthy and Dak cannot together, they're going to be very tight together, very bonded together today moving forward from that news, from McCarthy not getting an extension. He's going to play a contract year, and Dak is not going to get extended. So McCarthy and Dak are going to walk into the season. If they don't get it done, they're gone. And what happens to CeeDee Lamb? You could also say, what happens? Yeah, Tyler, we talked about the Raiders rumors. I don't know how legit they are. I do think they very much want to trade up, but this is speculation. The Raiders want to trade up to get JD5, but the Commanders have very little interest in moving down. However, if the Commanders are enamored with Penix Jr. and don't want to let anybody know, and they're quietly like I could see, and I'll probably do a video on this tomorrow, but I could see the brass in Washington, Adam Peters specifically as a GM. I could see Adam Peters saying, like I do, Penix Jr. is my number 2 QB. And I don't care what anybody says. JD5 is number 1. Penix Jr. is my number 2. Everybody can do whatever they want. I could care less if someone disagrees. And if you give me a big old fantasy explanation, let me fantasy explain you, Smitty, why Penix Jr. is not better than Caleb. I'm not going to read it. Just say something positive. Ask a question in the comments. I don't need your rationale. Okay? I have my reasons. I put it on my videos every single day. But I could see Adam Peters going, Penix Jr., baby. Trading down, gaining draft capital, taking Penix Jr., letting the Raiders take JD5. Both. I love both, man. I love both. But I also love the flip. If the Raiders take Penix Jr., I'm fine with that too. But I do think that Kingsbury would. I do think that JD5 might fit better in a Raiders situation, and Penix Jr. fit better in a Kingsbury air attack. Although JD5 can sling the rock too. He threw for 3,800 plus yards and 40 passing touchdowns. But I do love the idea of both. Either one's fantastic. Dallas would be very smart if Dallas was to go get Penix Jr. and just place him right behind Dak Prescott. You know, Cowboys need a big time running back. They do, but they crap the bed. They do, but they crap the bed. They should have got Derrick Henry. They should have got Hey, can you guys hear me okay? I think I'm coming through on my car audio. And do I sound a little far away? Do I sound very clear? Do I sound different than the other stream? I'm just curious. I don't even know if my pods are working. But yeah, I mean, God, it's crazy when you think about how Dallas crapped the bed. They like diarrhea the bed. They completely diarrheaed the bed. Dallas, I mean, Jerry Jones walked out of that embarrassing first round playoff loss and said, I don't know what we're going to do. We got to do something. Maybe we need to mix it up. Yeah, let Pollard go, who didn't do well anyway, but not even replace him with someone better. Let's do that. This person's going to back into me. Come on. Get moving. Get moving. Let's do that. Cowboys drafted a QB and running back. Milton. I think the Cowboys draft Milton. I think Joe Milton goes to the Cowboys later in the draft. I don't know why. All right, CD 54, Ahmad Ra 46. I don't think we're going to do a much longer live stream. We're going to do one more vote. Let's go. Adunze. And Nico. Yeah, buddy. PPR Dynasty. This one's going to be... I don't know what you guys are going to do here. I don't know. This is going to be an interesting one. Because Nico's hyped, and for good reason, but I also don't trust the second round value. I don't. 80-20, okay. This is the way I feel, and I didn't know if you guys were going to share the opinion. Adunze, for those, I don't know if this will be shown in the replay, but Adunze 73, so I'll read it off. Adunze 73, Nico 27. I wonder if I don't think the polls will show in the replay. Maybe they do in the live chat, like the replay of the live chat. Maybe they pop up. I don't know. Rome is way better than Nico. Neighbors to the Bolts. I hope you better hope, bro. I don't know what Harbaugh's gonna do. That guy's doing something I've never seen before. That guy's gonna take his whole, it's gonna be like a Michigan football team. All defense and offensive line. Joe Alt probably number 5, and then draft a receiver later. Roman Wilson, Blake Corum later. It's gonna be like all of his boys. I think we're gonna look back on Harbaugh's draft and Harbaugh's build and be like, wow, I don't know what's going on. I mean, we know what's going on. I feel like he's telegraphing it, but people aren't paying attention. I don't think he's going after the names everybody thinks I don't think he's going after Neighbors, Adunze, Bowers. I think he's going to go get Joe Alt. He wants offensive line. He wants run, defense, run. Efficient but balanced passing attack. He wants Herbert to become very bland J.J. McCarthy. That's my take. Can we go live for the draft? Absolutely, rock out. I'll be live the entire day 1, and I'll probably be live the entire day 2. Adunze 78. Nico 22%, 23 votes in the House. That's what I wondered what happened, and that's what I agree with it. JJM above. I did not. Sick Nasty, you sound loud and clear. Thank you. Sick Nasty says, Smitty, we need to come up with a JJM bet for the season. Oh, yeah. I don't hate JJM. Caleb, I do not like. I think he's gonna bust, but JJM, I don't think he's gonna bust. So I don't know what you expect me to bet. Like if you think he's gonna be a top 12 quarterback, then I'm definitely down to put a challenge down. But I won't bet that he busts because I think he can be like a lingering, solid quarterback in the National Football League. Much like I don't even want to say he can't become Stafford good. But like Stafford is like a guy that's a fringe top 10, very good, could win you a Super Bowl with the right components around, you know. But like, it depends on what you think. If you wanted a running tech, you should have kept Eckler. They talked to him about it, but keep in mind, bro, Eckler's not, he's like past his prime. He can't grind it out between the tackles. And that's probably what he meant when he said that they asked him to do something he couldn't do. He wants to be in a complementary role. I think he knows that he can't keep up. And not to mention, like, Eckler isn't fitting for what Harbaugh wants to do. He wants a ground and pound run game, bro. You know, Dallas D or Philly. You know what? Dallas, but I love both of them, and I'm going to throw Houston in the mix. Houston's going to be in the mix for being as good. Yeah, buddies. Harbaugh does that, he won't be around long, says Jeff. I don't know. He could win this way, but it doesn't mean it's going to satisfy fantasy owners. I think Harbaugh's going to be a fantasy football nightmare. I just do. I have the vibe and feeling, based on what we've seen so far, two very distinct telegraph signs. Should have brought in Henry, Barkley, or Jacobs when you want a ground and pound like no team in the NFL. And you don't bring in either one, you bring in Gus Bus, and now you're looking at J.K. Dobbins, both, ironically, Baltimore running backs. That's one telegraph sign that's totally telegraphed that he's going to just kind of throw us all for a loop. Number two, trades away Keenan Allen for a ham sandwich. Even though I think Keenan Allen at 32 is going to be hard-pressed to stay healthy, you still don't give him away for a ham sandwich. You keep him in hopes that he can play half a year at an elite level like Diggs did, and then maybe he drops off, or whatever the case may be. It's not worth what they got back. The return on investment was not worth it. And number three, the new developing one would be that he's talking about offensive line at number 5. And I don't know. Smitty, is a Honda better than a Toyota better than a Honda? Absolutely. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Honda's reliable, man. I would say Honda, well, they're both really good. They're both about the same. 4Runners can go 300,000 miles. A Honda Civic or a Honda Accord or whatever. I like Civics better. A Honda Civic Sport is what I actually drove before this. It was a red Sport turbo Honda Civic. And I loved it. I really did. I did love it. I kind of miss it in some ways, but this is absolutely the best vehicle I've ever had. And finally treated myself to a vehicle, and I didn't even break the bank on it because I had major trade-in, and the vehicle was pretty much paid off, but I was still making the payments, you know. So like my payment would have went away, and that would have been nice, right? But I thought, let me pay a little bit more, but let me keep making payments and have a brand new vehicle, and I chose that route. But you know, part of me was like, man, I should just have a paid off 2020, you know, still very new looking, 28,000 miles on it. I don't drive a lot. But I love this Toyota 4Runner. 4Runners are tanks, man. They're bulletproof. Not literally, but yeah, I don't know what Harbaugh's going to do. Bolts are the AFC West. Harbaugh is going to have to pass. I don't know. Increase fantasy points, Matto, from the new. Yeah, probably. Increase fantasy points, increase touchdowns. I don't even know if yardage will go down, you know, because the field position will be better, but you're just going to get the ball back quicker. You know, so I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe all the yards per carry and catch, and it'll all potentially go up. We'll have less big plays, though. You know, you won't have as many. Because, I mean, maybe you still have big plays, but, like, you're not going to have 80 yards to march on the field anymore. I got a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Nice. Rock out to the moon. How do you drive a stick shift? How do I drive a stick shift? Bro, I don't know. You got to learn, bro. Everybody should know how to drive a stick shift. Can anyone please explain the new kickoff rule? So basically, there's a zone from the 20-yard line to the goal line, right? That you got to kick the ball in from like the 30-yard line. So from the 30-yard line, I believe it's the 30 or the 40, they kick the ball. The kicker is going to get really good about kicking it into that catch zone. It's called the target zone. So from the goal line, the 0-yard line, to the 20. And if the ball bounces in there, there's no fair catches inside it, which is cool, right? You can't fair catch it inside there. You have to return it. And if it bounces in the end zone and goes out, then a touchback, it's going to go to the 35-yard line. So kickers will not be intrigued about kicking the ball out of the end zone anymore. The only thing that would make me think that maybe that's not the case is if teams started advancing it well past the 35-yard line every time, then they would want to kick it out of the end zone and put it at the 35-yard line. But tough to know. Tough to know. I because this is lived in the XFL before, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to probably be to where they definitely don't want to kick it in the end zone. And if I believe if the ball bounces into the target zone and then into the end zone or something, or the defender downs it in there or something, that goes to the 20. So that encourages them not to let it bounce in the end zone, and then they get at the 35. I think, I forget on that rule. If anybody can correct that part, I forget. If you can't drive a stick shift, you're probably not even old enough for insurance rates to drop. This is sick nasty. You could be right. They don't even sell stick shifts anymore, though. You know what I mean? So like, and they have it for like 15 years, it seems like. Like, I would have got a stick shift if they had it. They don't have a single one in stock anywhere of any kind of any car. Like, you can't even get a stick shift anymore. It's crazy. Sad. 35-yard line. Wow, that's wild. Yeah. Am I correct on if it bounces in the target zone and then the defender downs it, it goes to the 20, right? I'm pretty sure. There goes the bicycle guy again. Okay, cool. All right, hey guys, I appreciate you. I'm going to end it here. The poll, Odunze won, single-handedly wiped out Nico's fantasy value on the poll tonight. 72% Odunze over 28% Nico. PPR Dynasty, Odunze to the moon. Don't tell anybody. I'm going to end the poll right here. Good job, guys. I'm hoping it shows that in the live chat replay. I think it will, because it shows the update right there. I like that. Okay. I bought a stick shift in 2016. I don't think they sell them anymore anywhere, bro. It's like trying to get a CD player in your car. Like, do you have a stick shift and a CD player? All right. I'll see you all later. Appreciate you. Subscribe if you're new. Some people might find this channel, through the Dynasty channel. Make sure you go to the main channel homepage and scroll down. You'll see my main channel. Or you can just type in The Fantasy Football Show on YouTube. That's the main channel. 25,000 subscribers. We're taking it to the moon. This one's got about 2,000 subscribers as of right now. We're going to take it to the moon as well. Appreciate you all. Thank you, Rock Out, for the super chats and all the support. I will see you all later. Appreciate you later.